Hello everybody, it's Jim the Gentleman Crafter, and tonight I wanted to show you how to make a snowflake for your room decor, home decor for Christmas. It's been around forever, I imagine. I learned how to do it from a hospital in Highland Lakes, Burnet, Texas. And it was hanging over the nurse's station about 8 years ago, and I asked them if they would please show me how to make them because I thought they were wonderful. Since then, Martha Stewart has come out with something that's similar. I've seen the packaging, seen the snowflake it makes, but never really looked at it because I thought, you know, I know how to make that. So I wanted to share that with you today. This video is really for my sister, but I want to share it with you too as well. But what the deal was that we made these about 4 years ago for her house. I sat down with my nephews and nieces, and we did this on Christmas Eve and had a blast doing it. So it's a fun thing to do with kids. And her snowflakes after 4 years are about dead. So we're going to make her some new ones, and I'm going to show her how to do it so she can do it at her house. And hopefully you can do it too, if you like it. So what I'm doing is I'm using 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I just picked up some from Michael's. And I'm going to make it 8.5 by 8.5. Since they're already 8.5 wide, I'm going to cut this little lip off, and you can tear it off if you'd like. So I don't know exactly how many I'm going to need because I've forgotten. So I'm going to do 3 reds, 3 whites, and I'm going to mix them up a little bit. So once again, squares. So I'm going to do 3 and 3. So 8.5. I don't even know what that Martha thing does. If y'all know, put it on my blog. I'd love to know if it's the same thing or what it cuts. So anyway, okay, so that's what we got. So I'm going to do 3 and 3 for starters. I don't know how many we're going to need. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold it from corner to corner. So corner to corner. And I'm sure you don't need a bone folder, but you know, what the heck, it's here. And then I'm going to do it from point to point. And then what I'm going to do, and it gets kind of crazy, but what you need to do is you need to cut this folded edge. You need to have both folded edges against you. So I've got the folded edge there toward, well, actually away from me. The double folded ends toward me, okay? And the single opens are to the left, okay? So I'm cutting against the grain. I'm cutting 3 times. I'm going to use some longer scissors here. Let's see if I can do this in one swoop instead of 15. So just anywhere, about 1 inch in from the left. Doesn't matter, I think. You want to go up pretty far to the front, to the very top. So that's about what? About 3/4 of an inch away, 1/2 inch. Okay. So then I'm going to do that again. I'll do it a little bit slower this time. So corner to corner, point to point. Okay. You don't probably need your bone folder. Probably even better if you didn't. I'm cutting once again right here and right here. This stuff is thick, and I'm not worried. Like that, completely off angle, doesn't matter. You know, it's a snowflake. And then again, corner to corner, point to point. And then my white ones, and once again, I don't know how many we're going to need, so hold on to the end of the video and we can find out. You can fast forward if you want. You could make this, I don't know whether I said that already, but you could make this, of course, out of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. It'd just be bigger. But the main thing is you want to get this angled, so it's like a napkin, right? And then you cut it up Cut it about 1 inch over and about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch from the top. And then folded edges, fold edge over here, folded edge down here, and the loose ends are over here to the left. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, because you can really go through a lot of paper trying to figure this out if you don't have it, if you're not cutting the right way. One more. Let's see. I don't know, once again, don't know how many we'll need. We might go with an odd number, but let's try 6 first. 6 first, and we'll see what that does. Might need to make it fuller, I don't know. What else you're going to need for this is tape, okay? And you can use any stapler will work. I'm just using this tiny attacher from Tim. Opening it up, diamonds. I'm going to start with this one first. I'm going to go backwards. Like that. Get into my stapler, staple it this way. And once again, you could use tape. I mean, it would work just as good. Okay. So just keep on going, making these up. So I'm gonna see if I can get y'all through this. So let's start with the red this time. Actually, let's do it like the others. So I'm going to pull this middle part up, bring it around into the center, forming a little round thing, right? And staple. Uh-oh. Staple is broken. There we go. Then the opposite direction, I'm turning my paper over to the opposite direction, pulling these around. Like so, and staple this way. So it's exactly the opposite direction. Whatever way it was the time before, it's the opposite. Okay. One more red. Turn it over, the opposite way, holding it. I hang these, I have a bay window in my living room, and I hang these in my bay window because it's a little bit higher in there, and I just think they're fun hanging in the window. But Kim uses them in her, I guess, study. Or actually, it's, I guess, her living room. And they're beautiful now. I may have too many, I really don't know, y'all. I just need to figure this out. I haven't done one of these in forever. So, I'll tell y'all in a second. And you don't have to stick with this. You can do mini cuts and have lots of different little pieces for the inside. And just test it out and try it out and see what happens. Okay, so last one. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you take your, let's see, I'm going to do red and white. You want to do opposites, think. How does that work? you want them all going in the right direction. There you go. So all the round, the big wides, this is half of it, right? The big's going on one side, a little on the other. So I'm going to do a little on this side, big on this side. Attach them together at the corner, like with the stapler. With the stapler. Okay, and then again here in the center. Put those together here in the center. I'm going to come down here with my stapler and just go in and staple. Okay, and just keep going. So I'm going to have my small part to my bigger part here, okay? So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to, and it doesn't matter whether you kind of bend these or not. It's going to be, it'll come out perfect. Put that in there, staple, and then staple the centers here. And then red, I'm going to do red this time, and it's small to large. And I'm getting these points together right here. And I'm stapling over here. Where was that? Right in here. Okay, and then I'm going to add another. This is, I'm going to do white. Thin to large. Put this down here. Hopefully the stapler will go through all this. And then here to here. And then let's do one more. So this to this. So it looks like 6, you guys, is how many you'll need. Staple. And then this to this. Staple. And then you bring this around to this, like that. And staple up here. So that is it. And let me see, I don't know if I can go out any further. But that is your snowflake. Isn't that pretty? So it just hangs, and it's big. So it's going to be about, what, 17 inches-ish. Oh, it's going to be more like 18, 19? 19 inches. So you probably, if you had a 12 by 12 piece of paper, it would make a big snowflake. But there is that. Can you see it? I wish I could get it all on camera, but you really can't. But from tip to tip, you can see on my mat, it's fairly large. So it's just all these little goobly doobs that make it pretty. And I hope that helps. You can hang it. I'm trying to see if I could get a good picture for you, but I can't really. You could hide that, you know what I mean, if you wanted to, if it bothered you. I hope that helps you guys. So that is the snowflake. I wish I could do it bigger so I could show it to you. But, and hang that on one end, and you've got it made on some monofilament or some fishing line, okay? Y'all have a great night. Thanks a bunch.